Hey guys, it's Gameface here and welcome back to episode 10 of our Manchester City career mode. Now today's episode obviously got some more games to go through. The first game is going to be against Huddersfield in the league for us to play. It's the away match, could be difficult. Obviously we played a few days ago against Napoli, got ourselves a decent victory, obviously a 4-0 victory in the last episode in that one. Followed by a game against Watford in the quarterfinals of the Cup, and then we've got another match also to play against West Ham. So sort of jam-packed full of games, so we've got a week to get through in today's episode, but 3 matches to play within that week. So it could be quite tough for us, hopefully getting ourselves 3 positive results, obviously across 2 different competitions as well. Could be a little bit tough, we'll have to wait and find out. In the last episode, you had the opportunity of getting yourself a bonus episode if you got 100 likes within 6 hours. This could be the bonus episode. If it is, thank you very much. If it's not, then it's gone out obviously the next time, and you have a chance again to get yourself a bonus episode today if you do get over 100 likes in 6 hours. So you've got a little bit of time to try and do it. Obviously, if you do go hit the like button, subscribe as well whilst you're down there, and I'd really appreciate it. And let's crack on with today's episode. This is the team I've gone with for the game against Huddersfield. Quite a strong side that we're going with here. Edison starts in goal, Dalot, Otamendi, and Mendy at centre-back, and Delph at left-back for us here. Trying something a little bit different. It kind of tells you about what I think of Mangala's recent performances. I've gone with Mendy at centre-back. Trying it out, seeing how he gets on there. A couple of other centre-backs just too tired though. Company and Stones being the two that are just too tired for the last game. Gundogan, De Bruyne, and also Bernardo Silva as well in midfield. We've got Raheem Sterling, Aguero and Sanchez as our front three. So a strong team there. Obviously, like I say, Mendy at the back could be a little bit different, but I'm going to try it out. 6'1", so he should cope okay there. He's also fairly fast as well, so maybe a little tactical change for us to have a look at in the future as well when we play some of the faster teams. You see the bench I've gone with here. Ruiz gets on there. I think that's the first time ever since he signed from us that he finds himself on the bench, so maybe an opportunity for him to play at some point. Let's crack on with the game, hopefully get ourselves 3 points to extend our lead at the top. Okay, there we go for this game against Huddersfield, and we are away for this match. Let's see how he gets on. Interested to see how Mendy gets on at centre-back. I think he should be okay, to be honest. He's left-footed. He's got a sort of presence about him. He could be a centre-back, to be honest, just from his build, so I think he should be fine there. Plenty of pace also as well, which should be good alongside Otamendi. Let's wait and find out how he gets on. Got to get ourselves a victory here if we can, and try and make sure that we ideally tear Huddersfield apart, to be honest. I mean, we do have the better team by far, but they could be quite a resilient side. I'll wait and find out. Sterling getting forward early on. De Bruyne should be a goal, but what a save that is. It deflected as well towards the goalkeeper. Really good start to the game, actually. Good pull back there from Raheem Sterling to Kevin De Bruyne. Outside of the foot, slight deflection towards the keeper, who gets enough on it. It's Tom Ince, I think, who gets the deflection as well. Bernardo Silva now to the middle of the corner. What's the ball in like? Not too bad, but punched away. Oh, what a header that is. Oh, Sergio Aguero heads into the face of the defender there. That'll be a soul. Sanchez now picking up the ball, running forward, trying to beat some men here if he can. He's a great run as well. It's a very strong one over to Raheem Sterling. Look to pull it back to Sanchez, who takes a touch and shoots and slots it home. That's fantastic from Sanchez. He gets so much more involved down the centre than he does out wide. He's not been that impressive, to be honest, out wide. I've been worried about whether he's going to perform well enough for us to remain in the team, but certainly much better when he comes inside like that and gets involved in the play a little bit more centrally. Really good run from him. Plays over to Raheem Sterling, who then gives it back to him just a moment later as well. Fantastic cut back. Finds a little bit of space. He pulls away from the defenders. It's a good finish as well. Puts us 1-0 up. Really happy with that finish from Sanchez. And hopefully that can be the start of a bit of a goal scoring run for him. Again, looking into Sanchez. Good to again see him coming inside here, considering he's playing the left-hand side. Now putting a pass through to De Bruyne. It could be a goal, and De Bruyne should finish that one off. It's a really good opportunity. Sanchez nearly got himself an assist as well. Sterling, really, really good run here from Raheem Sterling. Waiting for Sanchez to make the right run. Sanchez now going to look back into Sterling, and it's a goal. Those two have combined again. This time, though, it's Sterling with the goal, and Sanchez turns provider this time round. It's 2-0. Really, really good bit of play from those two. It's a strong run this time from Raheem Sterling, and then he plays into Sanchez, who just gives it back to him a moment later. It's a great finish from Sterling. Fantastic from those two, linking up again, and it's now 2-0. Doubled our lead, and it's those two involved massively. And at the moment, those two have been running the show for us. Fantastic. They've put us 2-0 up, and at the moment, we are really cruising ahead in front of Huddersfield. Bernardo Silva, De Bruyne, switching it over to Raheem Sterling. Sterling back into De Bruyne. That's 3. That's fantastic again. Raheem Sterling's another player involved yet again. And this time, Kevin De Bruyne gets himself the goal. It's 3-0 now, tearing Huddersfield apart exactly as I hoped to. 37 minutes in, winning the game 3-0. Sterling so heavily involved in this match so far. Obviously a goal and now 2 assists, is it? I think. Starting to lose count, to be honest, of being involved that much. It's a good little chip over from De Bruyne, who pulls it back. It's a classic 1-2, but every single goal so far in this game, all 3 of them have been little 1-2s. So it's been a really, really good performance. Players linking up nicely, and we're winning the game 3-0 now. Bernardo Silva through to Sterling again. It's Sterling to shoot this time round, and it's 4. This is unbelievable. 2 assists and 2 goals for Raheem Sterling. involved again. It's incredible. Who is it this time with the assist? Is that Bernardo Silva who plays the pass? It looks like it. And Sterling shoots from such a tight angle, 4-0. We're tearing Huddersfield apart right now. Fantastic finish as well. Really good strike across the goalkeeper. So much power behind it. He's not going to be able to stop it. Winning the match 4-0. Fantastic. 41 minutes in, and it's 6 goals for Raheem Sterling and the Premier League. 4 goals in this match as well, and all 4 of them have had some sort of involvement from Sterling. Oh, great chance. First opportunity for Huddersfield, hit the post. Unbelievable. As easy as that, they've just suddenly gone forward. And with their first opportunity of the match, they nearly scored it. Really close chance. Oh, great save, Edison. Huddersfield had 2 chances now in a couple of minutes since we scored the 4th goal. And they're wanting to try and get back in this game as quickly as possible. But at half-time, still remains 4-0. Really impressed with the way they've played. So controlled for most of that. The last couple of minutes, we seemed a little bit out of control, and Huddersfield started to have a couple of chances, but and maybe even could have had 1 or 2 goals back, to be honest. But we found ourselves still 4-0 up, still got a clean sheet. Hope we can keep hold of it and also add to the scoreline. Aguero flicking it over to Kevin De Bruyne. It's our first chance of the second half. That was a shot there from Kevin De Bruyne, but Bernardo Silva didn't really manage to get on the end of it. Chance here for Mooney. He's put one back. We've lost the clean sheet just like that. Huddersfield had a chance and they've scored it. Frustrating for us really, because it's the first chance of the second half, and I know I sort of pick up on little things like that, but it genuinely is the first chance of the second half for them. They had a few chances towards the end of the first half, but this is their first opportunity in sort of 20 minutes. So a little bit frustrating. They've gone to one end of the pitch and simply scored it like that. A little bit frustrating for us, and obviously we wanted to try and keep the clean sheet. It hasn't happened, but it's 4-1 still. Still obviously a great scoreline, but what always happens is you score loads in the first half, or if you do, then you can't seem to pick up too many more in the second half. So got to try and extend that lead now. Frustrating to have not managed to find a way through ourselves. There's been 1 or 2 small opportunities. Nearly one there as well for Bernardo Silva, but nothing major. Okay, first 3 changes. We're going to bring on Ruiz, Leroy Sané and Yaya Toure. Will take off Bernardo Silva, Sergio Aguero and Raheem Sterling. Give those guys a rest. It makes sense to do that 4-1 up. Obviously, Ruiz going to come on now, and for the final 20 minutes or so, hopefully going to put in a good performance, see whether we can get some balls into him, and yeah, hopefully see what he's all about. Leroy Sané to deliver this corner. Try to pick somebody out. Sanchez at the front post, but cleared away. That's it, 4-1 victory. Very, very happy, obviously, with that 3 points. My only disappointment is that we didn't score in the second half. I wanted to be able to do that because it happens too often where you score plenty in the first half and then just can't score in the second half. And it happened in this game. And also we lost the second half 1-0, if you think about it like that. Huddersfield obviously scoring that goal with one of their first chances of the half. So frustrated about that, but Raheem Sterling's performance first half was incredible. Obviously didn't perform as well in the second half, didn't have as much time, made the changes. That obviously affected the team a little bit, but had to make those changes, got a lot of fixtures coming up, and I think ultimately first half performance was good enough to get us through that game. Sterling involved in all 4 of our goals. Can't complain too much about that. 2 goals, 2 assists, I think, is what he came out with, so really impressive performance from him. 9.6 rating. Just going to double check about the assists as well. In fact, no, doesn't actually... Oh no, he does. Yeah, he does get credit for both of the assists. Thinking about it, yeah, 2 assists. Also got man of the match as well, which is very good, and 2 goals, as I said. On some play drills now, we're going to focus on Diaz. Obviously, been slowly fading him in over the last few weeks of training, and slowly fading out Foden, who's got up to 71 overall now. We're trying to get Diaz up to a similar sort of overall himself. He's not that far off, and he should go up in a few stats this week and next week. Let's wait and find out how he gets on this week, and it is a few stats go up, not as many as we'd hope for. I think 3 across the board there. Not too bad. We're not one of his better weeks. Hopefully next week he can go up by a little bit more. Okay, this is the team I've gone with for the quarter-final match that we have against Watford coming up next. Bravo starts in goal, so change of keeper. Kyle Walker, Stones Company and Goulam starting as our back 4. Fernandinho, Yaya Toure and Silva in midfield. Sterling, Gabriel Jesus and Sané start as our front 3. So a very strong team for this cup game. Going to try and get ourselves hopefully into the semi-finals. Mendy, Otamendi, Delph, De Bruyne, Silva, Sanchez and Sergio Aguero all on the bench. Obviously a fantastic bench for us, plenty of different options. Also got to obviously think about the game afterwards as well in the league again. So trying to balance out the team still. There's a lot of fixtures coming up, especially this month as well that we've just got in, or maybe next month in fact, which we're about to go into. You can see all the fixtures that we have coming up, so loads and loads. So looking forward to that. Should be an interesting month ahead, to be honest. Sort of every 3 or 4 days we've got fixtures, even 2 days there between United and Swansea. So something to look forward to, something a bit of a challenge for us as well before we have the January transfer window. Let's crack on with this game. Let's focus on this one and try and get ourselves into the next round. Okay, let's crack on with this game against Watford, see how we get on. Decided to go with the alternate kit for us for this match. And hopefully he's going to bring us a little bit of luck and get us into the next round of the Cup. Let's wait and find out. Got to get ourselves a good victory here. Hopefully going to try and play better for the whole 90 minutes. Want to be in control for the whole 90 minutes, not just the first half or the second half. Really want another good performance, hopefully from Raheem Sterling as well. So much energy on that right-hand side that teams just can't cope with him. David Silva now to Fernandinho. It's 1-0. What a start that is. Fernandinho just crept into the box. I was supposed to pass it to him a moment earlier, but he went to David Silva instead. Eventually it finds him though, and we've managed to finish it off inside 4 minutes. Great finish. Great bit of play as well. Found a way into the box. And we'll watch it back on the replay because you can just see the moment I tried to play it into him. I think originally it comes inside here. That was supposed to go to Fernandinho, but it goes to David Silva. It gets there eventually, and it's a good little finish from him. Inside 4 minutes, like I said, and winning the game 1-0. Great start. That has to continue now. He can't just settle at a goal after 4 minutes. Falls to Yaya Toure. Yaya Toure now going to shoot on his left foot off the post and in. Did not expect that to go in at all. No idea it's found the back of the net, but it's a fantastic finish from Yaya Toure. Doubles our lead just 10 minutes after the first goal. And we'll watch it back in the replay because you seem to hit it so straight on his left foot. I was expecting some sort of curl, but didn't happen in the end, but finds the back of the net regardless. And look at this for a switch. I don't actually know who wins it. Might have been Sterling, might not have been, but falls to Yaya, just hits it so straight, but off the post and in. It's good enough to find the back of the net, and that is the most important thing. Winning the game 2-0. Yaya Toure getting involved now. Both our midfielders, or two of our midfielders, getting themselves goals so far. Fernandinho switch it over to Leroy Sané. It's a great pass as out from Fernandinho. Sané now trying to bring it down. Still trying to manoeuvre his way into the box. Looking for the extra pass. Yaya Toure back into Gabriel Jesus and it's 3. We're tearing them apart again. Yaya Toure gets himself the assist. It's a great little flick to keep it alive to Gabriel Jesus, and he's the one that makes the finish. Find the back of the net. It's a really good finish from him. It's a difficult one though as well. Has to sort of do it on the turn and has to find the back of the net, obviously, get it past the goalkeeper. 3-0 inside 20 minutes. Feels like we've been playing much longer than that because of obviously the 3 goals. Well, Yaya keeps it alive, and look at that for a finish in between the goalkeeper's legs, and we're winning the match 3-0. Oh, good chance. Troy Deeney tried to latch on the end of it, but luckily Carlo Bravo sprung to life and tried to punch it away. Carl Walker driving forward. Really, really good run, completely untouched as well, coming inside now, waiting for Yaya, and it's just a bit behind him as the pass. Yaya's done fairly well, to be honest. In that position, it's a difficult one, very, very much behind him, but scooped it out and got a shot away. Half-time winning game 3-0. At the moment, it looks like we're cruising pretty well. Got the 3 goals. My worry is that it's going to end up the same as the last game. As soon as we got the 3rd goal, we didn't really begin to attack as much. And I suspect it could be a similar sort of story to the last game where we scored 3 goals in the first half and then not much happens in the second half for us. So got to make sure that's not the case. Got to keep pushing, keep trying and taking some risks, I think, by throwing players forward. But could backfire a little bit, but I'm willing to do that. We've got a 3-goal advantage. I'm still after a 4th and 5th goal. Gabriel Jesus over to Sterling. Gets in behind Holly Bass. That's better. Not seen that so far during this game. Sterling still going, looking for a pass into the back post. It was really well cut out, actually, by the defender. Nearly found Leroy Sané and gathered eventually by the goalkeeper. Looks like a pass back. Yeah. David Silva now on the edge of the box. Still lurking, still trying to get a shot away and goes wide. Okay, all 3 changes now. We're going to bring on Sergio Aguero, Delph and Sanchez. Yaya Toure, Gabriel Jesus and Raheem Sterling all coming off. Also bringing on 3 big players, 2 in particular, of course, I mean Delph not so much, but still Sanchez Aguero coming on, Gabriel Jesus, Sterling, Yaya Toure coming off. So there's some big names coming on for us for the final 30 minutes. I want to try and get a 4th and 5th goal. I don't want this team to just be complacent at playing well for 1 half and then that be it. We've got to try and push for 90 minutes, and that's what I'm trying to encourage really with those changes. Hopefully that's going to be the case. We'll wait and see exactly how that benefits us for the rest of the game. Good opportunity here for Watford, who's starting to pull us apart a little bit, but Stones just about recovers. Go on, yes, falls to Sanchez. It has to be 4. It is. It's a toe poke, but we'll take it. Finally gets the 4th goal. It's Sanchez as well, the substitute. That was the point of those changes. It was to try and reignite us a little bit into getting a 4th or 5th goal. There's still just over 15 minutes left, so hopeful the 5th goal still. But you can see a little bit of luck this time. Sanchez just laying it off here to, I think, Fernandinho with a little chip. I think it takes a little bit of a deflection, holds up the ball for him nicely, and he can just toe poke it past the goalkeeper and into the back of the net, winning the match 4-0. Sané. Running forward, that's a really strong run right through the middle. Nobody's really going for him. Sané to shoot, and unfortunately couldn't quite get his angles right to find the right-hand corner, but he can win it back from a bit of poor defending there. David Silva looking for a cut back into Delph, who can't keep hold of it. Aguero. Now from Delph into Sanchez. Could this be 5? Oh, 5's over the bar. Thought it was going to be as well. It was after the 5th. That was my target for this game, was to get 5. I think it's Fabian Delph that plays the really good through ball to the substitute. Can't get a second of the game, unfortunately. It's a great chance. Obviously, should keep it down, but didn't manage to. Like I said before, my target was 5-0. Didn't quite happen. We got obviously the 4th goal in the second half, so it was good to see that we didn't let up too much. We still have had a good few chances as well, which we could have got the 5th goal from. But overall, very happy with that. Gets us into the semi-finals. Fantastic performance yet again. Such a controlled performance. Would like it to be for a full 90 minutes. Hasn't quite happened so far in today's episode, but certainly showing enough at times to obviously win games very convincingly. Obviously, it seems like we can play 30 or 45 minutes worth of football, and that's sort of enough, really. And that's at the moment getting us 3 matches, which is good. Not too much difference, though, in terms of shots and shots on target. Only 1 difference in shots on target and 3 difference in shots. Possession-wise, we haven't just edged it, but we scored 4 goals, and Yaya Toure gets himself a 9.6 rating, which isn't too bad as well. Okay, here we go. We've got a transfer offer in here for Paulo, a player I'm looking to get rid of from Barnet. It's 590 grand. And I think we're just going to accept it, to be honest. We have obviously accepted other bids for him. He has to play, I think, quite recently, maybe in between episodes, in fact. Obviously, I didn't decide to do that. He's 20 years old. I think he's 60-something overall. No interest in him staying at the club. And he will probably depart. Diaz not happy with his role at the club. Okay, not really too sure why that is, because he has had some game time recently, more than he had at the start of the season, certainly, so a little bit disappointed to hear that, but we might be able to find a space for him on the bench for this game. I think it's more likely that he gets to start against Feyenoord, because we've won every game in the Champions League in that, so it makes sense to obviously change the team around a little bit more next episode, I think. Okay, this is the team we're going to put out for the final game of today's episode, and it's going to be against West Ham in the league. Edison starts in goal, Kyle Walker, Otamendi, Kompany, and Mendy. At the back four, it's got Gundogan, Kevin De Bruyne, and Bernardo Silva in midfield, and we've got Sanchez, Aguero, and Gabriel Jesus starting as our front 3. So, going to try those 3 out. Obviously, 3 basically strikers playing up there. So it's a very attack-heavy team that we've got out, clearly. And none of those guys will probably end up playing, to be honest, in the next game. That's final. But we'll wait and see how they recover. This is the bench I've gone with. Foden and Diaz do get on there, actually. There's space for them on there, which is good to see. They could well feature anyway, and maybe even start in the next game against Feyenoord. Let's find out how we get on. Final game of today's episode. Try and get ourselves 3 points. If we win here, then we'll go 11 points in front of second place. So really a good opportunity to extend our lead. Okay, here we go for this game against West Ham. Let's finish off this episode in style. Hopefully with another few goals as well for us. Got to try and keep it up though for as long as possible. Got to try and keep it up for longer than just one half. And make sure that we try and play well across all 90 minutes. Gabriel Jesus looking into the back post for De Bruyne. It's got to be a goal. What a save from the goalkeeper. And it's gone out for a corner. I can't believe that. Is that Adrian with the save? It's difficult to tell. I think Joe Hart's out injured for this match. But that is a fantastic save. Kevin De Bruyne just arrives at the back post and stretches his arm out and manages to tip it over the bar. It's going to be Bernardo Silva to deliver it into the box now. Aguero looking for a flick onto the back post, and he certainly managed to get it as well. Otamendi keeps the attack alive, and we've still got it here. Bernardo Silva going to deliver it back into the middle. Kompany, again, another great chance, but it falls to the arms of Adrian. Such a good start, still remains 0-0. Aguero into De Bruyne, that's great, that's fantastic, that is brilliant. It's Kevin De Bruyne who gets the goal. Really, really good football. So patient with the build-up. Finally found the right pass and finally found the ball through to Kevin De Bruyne, who just slots it home past the goalkeeper. 1-0. 20 minutes in. Really impressed with that football. Fantastic stuff. We'll watch it back on the replay because it was that good. Just look at this. Just small passes around the edge of the box, waiting for the right moment to play that ball through and cut open their defence. Fantastic finish. Kevin De Bruyne, really, really good from him. Oh, what a pass. Sanchez coming on his left foot, and we won't try that again. Half-time, winning the game 1-0. Obviously good to be in front, but still want to try and push for more. Probably the first time today's episode where we've not looked like we're going to score too many, or we haven't scored too many, I should say. We have actually looked okay going forward at times. I think the Kevin De Bruyne goal was pretty good. But yeah, still to try and add to the scoreline. I think the other 2 games were 3-0 up at half-time, so a little bit different. This one, just 1 goal, possession-wise, dominating, really keep hold of the ball very well. Just got to try and use it a little bit better, slowly getting towards the edge of their box and trying to sort of create chances from there. You saw the one that we created and scored from Kevin De Bruyne. We're just trying to do that. Also, sometimes it's going to be a little bit tricky, but we might have to end up taking some more long-range shots if that's going to be too much for us to try and pass it all the way through all the time. Company playing up front for a little bit. Why not? Could do with a second goal. Probably won't get it with those sort of passes. Okay, first change. Bernardo Silva going to come off. We'll bring on Fabian Delph. We've changed formation a little bit. Brought those players that are playing as our front 3 a little bit further inside. Probably preparing a little bit for the fact that Foden and Diaz will hopefully make an appearance as well at some point. But Delph will come on, plays a holding midfielder. Gundogan will move forward alongside De Bruyne now. And with about just over 30 minutes to go, we'll make that first change. We'll look to obviously bring Diaz and Foden on. Hopefully when we get the second goal. But if that doesn't happen, then maybe we'll just risk bringing them on anyway. Aguero over to Gabriel Jesus, that's much better. There's a gap that's appeared. Can he get the finish right now? No. I thought we'd gone off the post and in. Oh, it's gone off the post and wide. It's going to be Pablo Zabaleta taken off here, replaced by Sam Byram. Interesting change. Not the one I'd be making if I wanted to try and get a goal to equalise. Gabriel Jesus still trying to go inside into Aguero, drags it wide. That's make the final 2 changes. Foden, I think, will come on as well as Diaz, and we'll try them out, see how they get on. Yeah, it's a little bit strange, especially when you're trying to push for a second goal to bring sort of youngsters on, but we're going to do it anyway. If it means we go and draw this game, then that's absolutely fine. We're obviously in a great position in the league, but I want to try and give these guys a bit of a game. Sanchez and Aguero come off, and Gabriel Jesus go play up front now, with those two hopefully supporting him. Diaz through to Gabriel Jesus. Strong run and trying to get his way through. Can he get the second goal later on? He can, finally. Diaz gets the assist. It's Gabriel Jesus that does it. Gets the second goal to double our lead, and that is the game over now. No chance of West Ham being able to get themselves a draw in this game. Just managed to keep hold of it. Great strength. Don't know what. I think it might be Karte there. Difficult to tell. Don't know what he's doing anyway. Should just shrug off the ball and win it back, but failed to do it. And look at that for a finish. Fantastic. 2-0. Oh, hits the bar. Thought he'd gone over the line as well, but we'll have to have a look on the goal line technology if we do get a chance to have a look at it, because that was very, very close, was that. Can we have a look here? Obviously it hasn't gone in, otherwise it would have been given, but that was really, really close. Smashes the bar and hits the line. Not enough for it to go past the line, though, and remains out. It's going to go out for a corner, punched straight by the goalkeeper. And Adrian has gone up for West Ham. Well, this could be interesting. Got to try and get it away if we can. It's bizarre that they've not sent everyone up. I'd rather have the outfield player there, Sam Byram, than the goalkeeper, but it's a bad touch, but still enough to keep hold of it. Can we clear it? No, we can't. That's it. A really good victory for us. Very happy with that. 2-0 victory. Gabriel Jesus obviously scoring later on to be able to secure the win for us. Very happy with that. Kept ourselves the clean sheets as well, which is very important for us. Hopefully going to try and finish the season on the most clean sheets, ideally. But we could have had a few more goals. Good save from Adrian there. Was a really good early chance for Kevin De Bruyne. There's a couple of other opportunities as well, which maybe should have scored from, but this one was really, really good. Kevin De Bruyne just takes a great touch, finds at the bottom left-hand corner, and that gave us the early advantage. So very happy overall with the performance. West Ham not having too many chances on goal, to be honest. Didn't challenge us that much. We pretty much were in cruise control for most of it. So very happy overall with that victory, and of course extends our lead to, I think I said 11 points in front of second now. Yes, I think it was. And next episode got a chance to make it 18 points or a possible 18 in the Champions League as well, which would be great if we could. But that is everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and hit 100 likes on today's episode, I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead, hit the subscribe as well down below, and that'd be absolutely fantastic. Remember, if this isn't a bonus episode, then you can get yourself another bonus episode or a bonus episode if you hit 100 likes in 6 hours of this going up. Of course, if it is the bonus episode, then this doesn't matter. It'll just go out in not tomorrow, but the next day will be the next time you have an episode out. But that is everything. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.